This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we did yesterday? Yes.
We created the personal areas, personal groups, personal subgroups. We integrated everything.
Yeah, yeah, right. So today we are going to creating some attributes. Okay, so certain attributes to the related to the employee group. Okay. So now let us check
So
this.
just before that, Ajay, Ajay, there are a couple of things.
Yes, yes. Ask me.
Okay. So one, you told me about that project timelines
Mm-hmm.
that you will explain, right? You will tell me the project timelines for each and every phase. That is one.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Okay.
other thing is, yesterday at the beginning of class, I missed a couple of things.
Yes, tell me what is
Where
that?
do I find the company? Where do I find the company that we created?
Okay.
Okay, so it is on the Ford US that I created.
Yeah.
That you told me at the beginning of the class because of those internet connections, I missed that and I couldn't trace it. I couldn't locate that.
Okay. 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 Yes. So I can repeat once again yesterday class, right? Okay.
Yeah, no, only for the first 5 minutes. Where do I find the Ford company that we created, right? The Ford US?
We already create a company codes.
Yeah, where do I find it? How do I search for it?
For the purpose of integration.
Now, how do I search?
Okay, so please go to directly the screen SPRO. Okay,
Okay.
so IMG implementation guide. Come to enterprise structure. So definition and
Okay.
financial accounting. So here you can check.
Okay.
So here when you click this activity, so system will take the position. Take position. Take Ford. This is Ford. And if you click double click on this, you will
Okay.
get this. If you double click that, automatically system will show you that inputs. Okay. So we have
Yeah,
search
yeah, yeah.
area. This is
Okay.
take position. Take position.
Okay. Positions. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
So
Got
similarly,
it.
for company code also, select here.
Okay.
Take double
Okay.
click on this one. So somebody is using this Ayaj something
Okay.
person is working. Even though that you can check these positions. So take position Ford. Yes,
Okay.
system will show you that. Ford engines, Ford cars.
Position. Company code means Ford US is the company code, no? Or FCAR.
Ford US is a company. Ford
Yeah.
Group. Ford Group is a company. Company code means
Yeah.
products. Company
Yeah. Got it.
code means product. That is, one is cars manufacturing, one is engines manufacturing. So the same engines
Okay.
are using for the cars of the Ford also. Otherwise, you can also send these cars to other companies also. So that is the other product.
Okay.
right? Anything product is there. So two products always take in the company code only.
Okay. Got
So
it.
this is what you created earlier,
Okay.
and at the time of integration
Yes.
also, you need to search that. So directly assignment. So whatever you created under this
Uh-huh.
one, okay, just
Uh-huh.
1 minute. Okay, so then coming to the assignment of or integration of this company to company code also. So select this assignment of company code. Okay, assign
Okay.
company code to company. So select here, take position. So take position here, Ford company. So now this is your Ford, Ford engines, Ford cars. I taken for Ford US company, US group. I added here by searching here by F4 key.
Okay.
By F4 key, we can select
Okay.
here. Otherwise, open the drag box, right? So drag it. That's all.
Okay.
Savings.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Okay. Okay. The project phase timelines, is it required?
Project prime lines.
Timelines. Remember that day you told me that you will tell me about the timelines for each one of the phases, right?
Yeah. Timelines. Okay. So let us discuss.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I have no pen right here. So let us see.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Okay. So for example, your company is assured that implementation will be done within one year, right? So 1 year. So
Okay.
that is called
Yeah.
12 months. 12 months.
Okay. Yeah.
So for the preparation of business blueprint, BBP,
Mm-hmm.
will be taking at least 2 months. Okay. So
Okay.
realization phase will be taking. So that is the
Uh-huh.
configuration for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uploading of master data. Uploading.
Mm-hmm.
Uploading master data into the system from non-SAP to SAP 1 month. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
It is testing at the your level, your end user level. So you have already done testing here. So you at your level it's completed, but now when it come to the uploading and training, that is when testing for 1 month. Okay.
Okay.
So here you can take the end user manual, end user training. So end user training 1 month. 15 days is enough,
Okay.
but in the worst area, so you can further out, this is end user training. This is training. training. So how many months? 5 months, 6, 7, 8 months. So 1 4 month for for go live. Before go live, you can add 1 more month also. So you can fix the time. So the people will also
Okay.
be ready there. So out of 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months.
Five,
Okay.
six. Okay.
So this
Okay.
by this time you should be ready to give your team leader or your principal consultant. So they won't say that this is for 12 months. So they will say for anything, just 4 to 9 months before only they will tell you. Okay. So the
Okay.
document will be the only your team lead. That's why the remaining activities are there. For you can also add remaining 3 months. So remaining 3 months for the parallel payroll. Parallel
Okay.
payroll.
Okay.
So payroll can be run with the SAP as well as in any other third party which is already there. Okay. So how many months?
Okay.
3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 months.
Mhm.
So next month will
Okay.
be finished. So definitely you
Oh,
need
okay.
to run this 3 months payroll, parallel payrolls. If your company is very big company, if their timeline is 2 months, 2 years, so you can run the parallel payroll 6 months payrolls. So for testing, that is also including testing the end user. So end user as well as the functional consultant, both the people will sit together. You run the payroll and see the occurrence of that SAP, payslip and this one. Okay. So if you take the one
Okay.
month period, these are the timelines.
Okay.
Business blueprint for the preparation. It is so many meetings will be there every day and you prepare. Once it's prepared, that is your base document, that is called PB document, and you can finish 2 months or 3 months. So there is no any disturbance for you until unless you say
Okay.
it has been transported from the development server to quality. Once you
Okay.
transfer the data from dev to quality, then you can ask for uploading of master data. Okay. Once
Okay.
uploading master
Okay.
data will take 1 month, 1.5 months, then go for testing also with the end users. So end user training also
Okay.
15 days like that. Take 1 month. But 1 month is very big time. Okay. So after
Okay.
that, run your
Uh-huh.
parallel payroll. So all activities will be finished within 11 months. Still, we have the 1 month period also there. 1 month, that is discussions, and you will see that commercials also will be received, and you convince the person that vendor to fix the date for go live, right? So go live,
Okay.
99% go live. If you do this go live also, so 11 months also,
Mm-hmm.
if you take the go live, okay, you can take the live. But real time scenarios for the purpose of taxation, finance area for taxation will be taken, that is financial year only. So
Okay.
if Indian
Yeah.
payroll, that is April to March, right? April to March,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
Indian
Yeah.
payroll financial year. So this is the date they will take because to avoid the uh, confusion in creating of tax assessment statements. Okay, for example, if
Okay.
April is not possible, you can take May. So May to March again, but in the May to March you can add one more payables. The salary payables again April also should be added here. So this is lump sum amount should be there. For example, you are getting 50,000, yes, 50,000 or 55,000. So that amount should be
Mm-hmm.
added for the purpose of taxation.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Actually, for your payroll, it is for that is January to December, Jan to December.
Okay.
So this is for US payroll.
Uh-huh.
So January, if January is not possible, okay, we will go for live in the February or March. So whatever the last 2 months payable should be added for the purpose of taxation, right? So
Okay.
you can get
Mm.
accurate figure whatever
Okay.
the amount to be calculated for the purpose of taxation. So tax
Okay.
ranges are there. So that is if you take Indian scenario, that is 10%, 20%, 30% like that. So that automatically
Okay.
will be calculated. And
Got it.
monthly deductions also there. Monthly tax reductions. So nominal deductions will also be at a time. We cannot take 50,000, 60,000 or one month, right? So it will start from
Yeah.
every month 5,000 for Indian payroll. 5,000, 5,000. It would be nearly 60,000. Okay. If you draw
Okay.
6 lakhs of
Mm-hmm.
more than 6 lakhs of currency. Similarly, these are all activities are related to tax info type maintenance. So for your purpose, for USA payroll, you can add 207 info type, 208 info type, 209 info type,
Okay.
210 info type,
Okay.
right? So this is for federal tax, this is state tax, this is unemployment tax, this is forms, double four, double
Okay.
five
Okay.
forms. Okay. So this is
Got it, sir.
timeline.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So now let us see that how to going to creating this remaining activity. That payroll is due, right? So yesterday
Yeah,
we
yeah.
discussed here company, company code, personal area, personal sub area, employee interface structure. So in the personal structure we have left one more activity because we created only the employee group, employee subgroups only. But payroll area
Yes.
is due. So now let us do the payroll area.
Okay.
Payroll area. So no path is write down SPRO ING implementation guide and take your
Okay.
personal management. Directly go to personal management. Directly personal management.
Okay.
So personal administration. So in the personal administration, go to maintain organizational data. So org assignment. Yes. Go to create employee attributes.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just tell me what path you written.
So I'll go to SPRO,
Hmm.
implementation guide. I'll
Hmm.
go to personal management.
Hmm.
Okay, and I'll go to org data, and then
Hmm.
I'll go to organizational assignment.
Hmm. And employee attributes. That is activity.
Employee attributes. Okay.
So select employee
Hmm.
attributes. Select employee
Okay.
attributes. So what are the attributes are there? So you can maintain the status of this employment status, activity status, educational and
Hmm.
training status.
Activity, employment, okay. Hmm.
Okay, so how you can maintain this? So here that SAP has provided standard numbers. So that number should be added here, right? So now let us see against your entries of
Yes.
your employee grouping. So that is your, oh, how many screens we, Hamid, oh, another person. Okay, so let us see here. So this is activity status, employment status, and your training status. Okay. So against my
Okay.
company, what is my company? Ford monthly, Ford weekly, and also Ford contact employees with monthly and weeklies. Right. So these four employee
Yes.
subgroups created along with employee groups also. So here system has taken zero, automatically taken zero. So how we are going to change this? Please write down if you
Okay.
use F4 key, F1 key.
Hmm.
So system will tell you what are
Hmm.
the statuses should be maintained. Please write down.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah.
activity status if you maintain there, active employees. Activity status, whether is active, is a retiree, early retiree, or otherwise working in the company on the basis of part-time employee after retirement also. Part-time
Okay.
retirees will be
Okay.
only 4 hours, not 8 hours.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So take here
Yeah.
because my all the Ford monthly, Ford weekly with active employees and as well as contract employees working on the basis of active employee only. So add one,
Huh.
one only. Here is one, here is one, here is one, here is one. Please maintain one. So I'm unable to do here. I will do this later. So I will explain you later. But somebody is working on this right now, so that we are unable to see that screens. So I unable to. It is not. It is hourly locked by somebody because somebody is working on the same screen. Okay, right.
Uh,
Add one because they are active.
okay.
They are not retirees. If the
Got
retirees
it.
are there, you can maintain that retiree is a 3 or 4. What is that 4? Okay. So if retiree is there, you can maintain retiree, the status. Okay. Go to F4
Okay.
key.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to maintain.
Yeah.
Still is there. Still is there. So if it is the person is retired employee, so maintain that number only. It is three. Second, two. So whenever you pay the
Okay. Yeah.
pension amounts, okay. Okay, that is
Uh,
immaterial. But if they are in the payroll, when you maintain 111, so these all the employee groups are ready for payroll, right? So whenever you're going to maintain
okay. Yeah.
employment status, again maintain F1 key, check F1 key. Please write that. Industrial workers hourly paid, salaried
Uh-huh.
employees, civil servants and others.
Okay.
So
Civil servant. Okay.
others. If not there, if these three are not suited, you can just maintain others. Okay. So according to
Okay.
our payroll, I can maintain two because these are all my salaried employees.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Two. So activity status is one and employment status is two. What about training? So education and training. So if you maintain again F1 key, so system showing that trainee, apprentice are trained and
Okay.
others. So here also can maintain two.
When do you
So
use others
against
here?
others is not other than these two, if anything else.
Example?
Example, nothing there. Because if already trained employees, we are going to implementing this for existing company where already 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years back it was established, right? So already they are
Okay.
working
Yeah.
because they're trained already. So it is not any
Trained.
impact
Yeah.
on the employee roles. So this is only when you are creating new company only at the time this is required. But your employees already trained,
Oh.
maintain automatically trained only. So
Okay. Okay.
this table directly can check 503 table this is. This is if you check this where the data is going to save under V underscore 503 underscore C. So this is a table
Okay.
for saving these activities, right? So I will do later.
Okay.
Let us go to next activity. I will show again. I will come back here once he will going out.
Okay.
Till is there. Hamid is there. Okay, no.
Okay.
Now let us see next activity. You can write down against increase 122, 122. That's all.
One to do. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you can go
Yeah.
to create payroll area. So there is definition for payroll area. So you set up the payroll area, payroll accounting area that the enterprise needs, and this payroll area fulfill two functions. So on which groups together the personal number that are to be processed on the same date. Okay. And also
Yep.
it determines the exact date of payroll period. So what is
Okay.
exact date of payroll periods?
30th or first.
Exact payroll period,
Acha,
30
acha.
days.
Period. Oh, okay.
30
Period.
days,
Okay. Oh, not a paid
yeah,
it. Okay.
period, not pay date. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
period means 30 days. If it is
Okay.
weekly payroll, it is 7 days. So based on the
Normally in
7
the
days,
US, it is
based on
15
the,
days, no?
huh?
It is fortnightly, no? 15 days in the US.
Yes, fortnight also 15 days. So you
Okay.
can
Okay.
create a number of payroll periods here based on the requirement. You can create payroll periods for weekly, payroll period for
Oh,
bi-weekly,
okay.
bi-weekly
Okay. Okay.
or
Okay.
fortnight or monthly. You can
Monthly.
create a number of payrolls and also grouping of
Okay.
that
Got it.
personal numbers. So for which you are running for example, you are running with a grouping of your weekly employees, one group, bi-weekly another group. Okay, so if it is
Hmm.
quarterly payroll, that group so should be added. So the numbers are to be together. It groups together personal numbers that are to be processed on the same date. So on which date you are
Okay.
running the payroll. So that payroll number should be gathered together. Run it. Okay. So please write down
Okay.
this definition to run. What is
Yeah.
payroll area? Why you need to create?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Done. So let us go to create payrolls here for Indian payroll for US payroll. So I'm going to create in the payroll name is
And also,
Ford.
Ajay,
Hmm,
in the define employee attributes, right?
uh,
We only did
different
for full time, no?
different employee attributes full time half time. Huh?
We did for contractors. We only did for full-time employees, no?
You can do for anybody. Contact
Contractors, okay.
employees only the period is contact, but they are full-time employees, right? So for
Okay,
contact employees
okay.
also you can add 122, 122 only.
Okay, okay.
Any employee that is only contact based, but they are full-time employees, right? Active employees on our payroll. So that's why you maintain 122, 122 for contact employee also. Even trainees also you
Because
can maintain 122.
no, so
Trainees.
for example, for in the software, no, in the IT consulting world in the US,
Mm,
if
mm.
we hire contractors on hourly basis, right, for the number of
Yes,
hours.
yes, that will be covered under time management. Now
Not
we are
here,
only
not.
maintaining attributes only. I am not speaking anything here hourly rated or not. So hourly rated
Okay.
will be maintained payroll and time management activities. That is. Here I
Okay.
am
Oh,
maintaining only status. Attributes means status of the employees. That's all.
okay.
So we have that
Okay.
option in the next near future.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So now let us go to create. So what? Please write down creating of payroll area or payroll accounting area. Both are the same. Take first only. This is for latest updation. This is for older version.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Same. So you can let us go for first one. So let us go to create payroll areas. So new entries.
Okay.
So go to FS. What is FS? Word salary
Oh,
or monthly.
salary. Okay.
Yes, salaried employees. And add the personal administration activities. That is employee data. Okay, should be added. So
Okay.
whenever you click on this, the total employee data, including time data, will be assigned to the payroll. Now save it.
Okay.
So system saying that FS is already there, somebody created. So now I'm going with the FM. FM
Monthly.
also not there. FM also not there. So go to F1. Any number taken. Yes, F1. Take F1.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So I saved in other. Okay. So now this is a. So if you want to create F2, this is for what you said,
Mm.
contact employees, weekly employees, code weekly. If you run,
Okay.
otherwise no need. If you run, you can run, otherwise no need. So we are running
Okay.
weekly payroll, monthly payroll only. So it is saved, right? So take only one. So
Okay.
if you don't want this, you can go to use this one, delete button. This is change button, display button. This is delete button, select all, unselect, and this is deselect. Okay, so I'm removing
Okay.
this. I'm going to saving only this one. So F1 is, please write down. This is frequently it's coming. F1 is called as
Okay.
your pod solid implies that I group created. Now let us go to back again. So now whatever the group you created has to be making as default values.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So now make it.
Okay.
So default value. So let us go to add default value. This check default payroll area. Check default payroll area. Go to create it. So now select this. This is WKRS is the name of the feature. So process feature of Abacus AVKRS. This is where you can add in decision
Okay.
tree. So add decision tree here. So select your personal areas too. So one is New York and one is Texas. For those employees, I'm running solid employees. Select that under Ford, these two, and add it. And whatever the payroll you created F1, that is return value should be added F1. Okay. So you can also add that same payroll also. We
Okay.
are grouping all employees at a time. So I can run payroll for all employees, even Ford employees, even New York employees. So that I'm going to add in this.
Okay.
So check this. This is
Okay.
check area. Here, this is create display. This is details. This is going to create nodes. This is change nodes, deletion. This is checking. So whether these values, whatever values we have given, are correct or not, whether a tree is correct or not. So now just click on here. So system will show you with the green color of message. That is decision tree is error free. There is no any error
Okay.
here. Right now save it. Right. Save under code VS Code. Okay. Done. Done. So if you
Okay.
and activate, this is activation button. So once you added these values, it should be activate. Activate, select, save it. Activated, saving is both are the same. Okay. So now I created that included payroll also. So employee groups, employee subgroup, payroll is completed. Right? Here,
Yeah. Yeah.
no
Yes,
personal
sir.
structure also completed. Okay. So should create
Yes.
for this purpose control record. So whatever the payrolls you created, the payroll should be added to defaulting. So make them default here again to create the payroll for the purpose of control records is controlling. How it is going to control you? So it is controlling like your heart. So it is pumping the blood to various parts of the bodies. Similarly, here also the control record will release your monthly payroll periods, right? So go to discuss about why you
Okay.
need to create these periods, right? Please write down 5 points. So this automatically you have to explain this to your interviewer. 5 points automatically should, and also you can write down here control record transaction code is PA03. PA03.
Uh-huh. Okay.
If you use directly in the easy access box, in the command bar, use PA03, the system will open the same screen without path.
Okay.
Okay, so why you need to create these all? So let us go to the discussion on this. So in this step, we can set up the system controls for the payroll control record. The control record has follows functions in the payroll. So number one, it determines current payroll period for the exact date. So date of running the
Mm-hmm.
payroll. So that it determines when it is to find out the exact date of current payroll period.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Next one, it defines payroll past for retroactive accounting recognition. So it defines that the payroll fast which is already run, okay, for the
Mm-hmm.
purpose of arrears payments. For example, if you run
Mm-hmm.
payroll, the system has to know that you already paid. You have been paid money, salary already paid to you. But in the next month payroll,
Okay.
your appraisal was done. That 5,000 rupees again added to you. So I will
Mm-hmm.
give that 5,000. How I will give? First of all, I have already paid you 50,000. Now, what are the
Mm-hmm.
5,000 amount is added that should be added in the next month payroll, duly implementing that actual payroll, actual pay.
Okay.
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 So
Mm.
for example, I run
Yeah.
payroll for April, May, June. So I'm going to July, but I received that in the July month only, which is effective from April
Okay.
appraisals. So that amount should be
Hmm.
defined here. That's why the system has to recognize the past payroll run.
Okay.
So this record will be here, second part.
Okay.
And third one,
Okay.
come to third one. Yes. When you run payroll. Okay. So the master data means employee data, time data are to be locked. It locks your master data, time data to prevent changes from being made during the payroll run. So once you run payroll, that automatically it will be saved, and you cannot change any data once you run payroll. But before the payroll run, you can go for test run. Test run can be conducted how many 199 times. That is option. But once you run payroll, you exited out, so you cannot change any data, master data, which is already having with the that month. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next one. It lock again. It is locks valid of past payroll. Valid means what? What are the elements are there? What are the valid elements are there? Your basic pay, your night shift allowance, day shift allowance, car allowance, your cell phone allowances. So any allowances which are there in the payroll, in the past payroll, will be valid for the present payroll. So every month you don't need to change this once you saved it.
Okay.
Okay. Changes which affect
Okay.
the future can still be made. Until only there is a change you don't need to touch. So for which you are providing
Okay.
one administrator, payroll administrator here, and one also
Okay.
providing one time administrator, and also providing one
Hmm.
master data administrator.
Personal.
Hiring data, hiring employee or master data, both are the same. And one is hired admin,
Okay.
one is payroll admin, and one is time admin. So these three
Time.
activities are to be maintained in the respected groups. So let us go for that. So last one is it determines earliest retroactive period also. It is also determines that earliest means before you join. For example, you already implemented SAP. Okay, from that date only it will recognize. Before that date, system is not going to recognize. For example, I
Oh yeah.
already implemented the project in the year of 2018. So
Okay.
from that date, I have a record. You joined in the 2020. Okay. So in the 20, when you join the 2020, there is any benefit to the any employee in the pay scale or in allowances, anything, that allowance also will be affected on you also. Affected, not
Okay.
affected. Affected. So what are the
Yeah.
benefits are giving for all employees before 18? Yes, you will also get the same benefit. That's why the system will recognize earliest retroactive means when you joined before joining. Okay?
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. These are 5 points
Okay.
automatically you should explain to the interviewer. So along with your
Okay.
control record, transaction code. What is transaction code?
PA03.
PA30, PA03.
PA03. I thought you said.
Yes, PA30 only. PA30 for maintenance of master data.
Okay.
PA30, PA20, PA10. So that I will explain at the time of maintenance of master data. But this
Okay.
is PA03 only, right?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So let us see the what are the status are being maintained in the payroll status. So now let us go to create. So it's creating. What I'm creating here, create control record.
Yeah.
So activity should be started. So let us go to create new by selecting whatever F1. It is already there. So if you open F4 key, so system will show you
Yeah.
that what are the valid items are there, valid activities are there, what is payrolls are there. So this is F1 key. Okay.
Okay.
So F1
Okay.
is for 4 solid employees. Okay. Now let us go to create button. This is if already created to display. It is for creating, changing, change it is change. This is creating, and this is deletion also. So if no need, just to go to deletion. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So that you can come directly PA30, PA03,
Okay.
right? So now I'm going to
Okay.
creating because it's not there in the system. If I go to change, system will say that no control record on the F1. If I go to display
Okay.
also, system will say there is no any record on the F1. So now I'm going to
Okay.
creating here. Yes, creating. So this is for the month payroll. This is month. This is earliest retroactive payment period is for the purpose of go live date. So I am
Yeah.
going to maintain this go live date for 2020 January onwards. This is your go live date. Please write down here go live date. So now I am going to monthly payroll. Still, this is also 0 2021. Okay. So because I started my payroll from here only, right? 2020, January 2020. Okay. I'm going to creating this. I saved it.
Yeah. 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 Got it.
I
Yeah.
saved it. The system showing on the message bar that you created record.
Yeah.
So what record I created? Let us go to change. Okay, change. So here system showing that this is earliest retroactive period which is go live date, and this is for the month of payroll from January 1st to January 31st. This is period is supplying for the purpose of salaried employee monthly. They are running with a monthly payroll. Okay. So please write down.
Mm-hmm.
Payroll status is under control record. What are the statuses are there?
Okay.
So this is also a very important question for you. How many statuses are there? This is asking you an interviewer in the PA30, PA03. Okay. So number one, release for
Okay.
payroll.
Uh-huh.
Release for payroll. So released already for the purpose of payroll for
Okay.
the month of January 1st to January 31st. This is period released already. So if you click this,
Okay.
and if you go with any correction with
Okay.
the master data, correction with the time data, correction with the any technical data, so you can ask for this one. So I'm releasing this. So whenever I release this,
Okay.
system is changing the date for February,
Okay.
right? So if system has supplied
Yeah.
you the month of January is completed. Now we are going to running the second month February. That is first December to 39 1st February to 39 February 2020 payroll, right? So for example, if I any
Yes.
correction is there, ask for correction. So
Mm.
corrections for the release for correction, when you go to corrections in the master data corrections, in the time data correction, in the payroll data correction, any corrections. So once
Mm-hmm.
you checked this, all your payroll, all 5,000 members or 50,000 members, whatever it may be, you have checked it, everything test is done. So then you can go to
Mm-hmm.
exit payroll. You can exit means you are coming out from the after running the payroll of February.
Okay.
Okay, now
Mm-hmm.
system will show you the next when you exit, it is give you March payroll period.
Okay.
Okay, then go to check payroll results. So after run the payroll, you
Mm-hmm.
can use for check payroll results for the purpose of storing the data in the respected heads. Okay, so
Okay.
let us see how to
Yeah.
change this. So now I'm going to release for correction. You need to save this. Done. Again, go to change. Always go to use change button. So now I'm going to, these are
Okay.
activated three. So I'm going to adding that. So release for correction. So whenever I release the correction, I use this one activated, highlighted. So date is not going to change because this is testing period.
Yes. Released.
Okay.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
example, you run payroll, you checked everything, you run payroll. Now if you go with exit payroll, so this is already done. Your payroll is already done for February, right? And save it, right?
Yeah.
Again, go to change this. When you release for payroll, check here which date is there? February. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm releasing
Hmm.
for payroll. So which payroll is showing here? March payroll. Okay.
Hmm.
So you
Yep.
have already started
Hmm.
your payroll from the January 20 is completed, and your February 20 also completed. Now you are ready to run your payroll for the March 1st to March 31st. This is a 1 month period. So that's called is release payroll is effect for changing of dates, and really exit payroll means you are going to come out. You have completed. You completed your
Closing.
payroll and coming
Closing.
out. Closing,
Yeah.
closing. After closing, again
Yeah.
open next month.
Mm.
So that is the importance of
Next
this
month.
one.
Yeah. Mm.
So now which payroll is ready for
Okay.
you? March payroll is ready. But when you started you were running payroll with the SAP machine?
January.
Yes, January 2020 onwards. So I have a record from January 2021 only. So before the arrears I don't
Uh,
have. Before arrears
okay.
anything payments are there, I have no record with my SAP tool. So that is you
True.
can do manually or whatever it may be. It is not at all related to the SAP people, right? So
Okay.
now
Yeah.
save it. Done. Done. So now let us do the next activity here. Creating of administrators. So I said I need one of the payroll administrator, one time administrator, one recruitment administrator,
And
or
master
one
data.
master data
Yeah.
administrator. So that should be
True.
created and given authorizations here. So let us go to create your define administrators. Please write down.
Okay.
Define administrators. New entries.
Okay.
So go to create. Administrator name is which company is our company is okay. Ford
Food, in
Ford recruitment
cars and
agent.
food.
Yeah, Ford payment Ford and time administrator. So I'm adding here F
Okay.
okay FRA FPA. So FPA. So what is this?
Time it.
Ford
Okay.
Ford recruitment administrator, Ford payroll administrator, Ford time administrator. So who are there?
These are
So
default, huh?
no, I have typed earlier. It's showing like this. You can add. So telephone
Okay.
numbers, names also. So for example, your recruitment by master data administrator is there. You can add Ajay. Okay.
Okay.
Ajay is a master data administrator and a recruitment administrator. And go to create payroll administrator is Poonam.
Okay.
Okay. You are the
Mm.
time administrator. Okay.
Mm. Okay.
So I'm adding name, right?
Yeah.
So you can add your name. So add anything. Avinash. Add any name of that person. So these three persons are there. For example, your company is very small, only 2000 employees, right? So maintain only one administrator only. So only that person is going to be entire work.
Okay.
Okay. But
Yeah.
this has to be added default values. This has to be added default value to the create the group here. So I'm creating the name of the Ford group. Ford group. Add the same groups. Ford group which containing of three administrators. So don't
Yeah.
create different
Okay.
groups. I am adding this default value. I am copying this right now here. So what is the Ford is there? Ford group, whatever you take, even you take numbers, you can take a group, you can take FFF, all Fs, you can take anything. So in
Okay.
the real time, you're taking numbers only, 1000 only. But whatever it may be, you what group
That.
you created, the groups are same. Which group is containing of different administrators with the different names, right? So this will be reflected in the info type 0001. Okay, so save it that I
Yeah.
created different types of administrators with a
The
group.
and these should be confirmed by the client, right?
Huh?
Who has to be the administrator is different in the blueprint, right?
Same blueprint. We are going to creating this based on blueprint, right? Everything.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
Your to be document is that only, right?
Okay.
Your base, I'm going to run with the BBP, same BBP only.
But after some time,
So
if they want to add another administrator,
change the name here. Group is same.
no,
Admin
not
is
as,
same.
not as. So I'm saying after, no, after the go live,
Ah,
if they want to add an administrator,
you can add, no worry. Add fourth one.
okay.
So what is the name you are adding? So what is the purpose you are adding? Even three or four, that is
No,
master data, FMA. So master data.
okay,
If you required, you can add not only three. I am not asking for three or two. Even I am going to creating one
okay,
responsible person for all activities or separate activities. Okay, administrator,
okay, okay,
master data administrator. So please tell me your name,
okay.
full name.
Yeah, Uday here.
Uday. Right? And but group should be same. Group always same.
Okay,
You can create a number of administrators, but group should be same, and you can add that whatever the Ford group name is should be added for the your feature. Please write down. Define
yeah, different
administrator
admin
group.
group. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
So go to this is pinch feature. So this is data transaction clause for data retention. So this is application data is available here. Go to otherwise. In the otherwise, you can take that grouping. So add your group name.
okay,
So cut it. In the otherwise, you can add as written value. So go to maintain group name is Ford, right?
okay.
Otherwise, you can
Mm.
also add this Ford group not only for total, retention of data. You can also create separate personal areas separate. Okay. For example, I am going to adding that your field value. Take the field value. I will explain what are the field values to be taken here. So that is your personal areas. Okay, adding the personal areas. Select your personal areas. So select here. Based on the personal areas, you can add it, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now I'm adding that to New York and Texas. So for which I'm going to add in. So group number is name is return value to be added. Dependent value. Return value means dependent value. So add the dependent value here for both stations. These persons are administrators, right? We can also create different administrators also. For example, you
Got
need
it.
yes Texas group. So add Ford one, and here you can add Ford N. Okay. Now check this. So it is error. So remove this. No otherwise. So now check this and activate and save this under Ford group only. Right. So features
Yeah,
always having the five digits. Pinch feature, abacus feature, numcar feature, namam feature, schk feature. So many features are there. So we started right now that where we are going to making the default values. Whatever the value taken earlier, that has to be going to be added under the features. So I have done two values here. Today one is abacus feature, second one is pinch feature. Abacus feature defining of your personal payroll area as defaulted, and administrative group is default in the pinch feature. Please
yeah.
draw
Got
this
it.
same as it is.
Okay.
Save it. Done. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, I'm closing the session today. So tomorrow we'll
Okay,
going to discussing number feature, number ranges. Please remind me tomorrow. Number ranges.
okay. I will.
Okay.
Sure, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.